Have you ever wondered, truly wondered, what your pet does in the secret hours when you're not home, when the door clicks shut and the world goes quiet? What becomes of their day? You close the door, you check your pockets for your keys, perhaps adjust your coat. And with a final, whispered "be good," you leave for the day. You step out into the bustle of the world, the errands, the appointments, the noise of life. And behind that door, your pet stays behind. But what happens next? We imagine them simply switching off, curling up in a ball and sleeping until we return. But what happens next is far more profound than a simple nap. In the stillness of an empty house, a different kind of life unfolds. Because your pet's world doesn't stop just because you're gone. Their heart doesn't beat any slower, and their mind doesn't grow dim. To them, the house is a landscape of memories, scents, and sounds, all tied to you. Today, let's step inside the world they live in when we leave the room. What we find there might just break your heart, and then it might just heal it. The first few minutes are the most telling. For many, the wait begins immediately. Have you noticed a rug slightly ruffled by the door, or stray hairs on the entryway tile? Some pets, especially those who have walked beside us for years, become sentinels. They don't retreat to a soft bed. Instead, they stay near the door. They sit or lie down, their nose pressed to the sliver of air from the outside world. They aren't just sitting, they are listening. Listening for you. They know the specific rhythm of your car's engine as it fades down the street. They know the unique pattern of your footsteps. They process the echo of your departure. They stay at the door as if holding a vigil, refusing to believe the silence is permanent. It is a quiet, stoic display of loyalty that most of us never see. Eventually, the hope of your return settles into the reality of the afternoon. They move through the house like ghosts through a museum of you. Without the television or conversation, the house becomes a sensory map. They explore familiar places, but they are looking for your scent. They might linger by the spot where you stand to make your morning coffee. They pause by the closet where your shoes are kept. Your scent is a physical presence. When they jump onto your favorite chair, they aren't just seeking a soft cushion. They are seeking the place where your warmth was most recently felt. They are bridging the gap of your absence by wrapping themselves in your essence. In their world, if they can smell you, you aren't truly gone. As the hours stretch on, they sleep, but it is rarely a total surrender. It is a light rest, like we take when waiting for a loved one late at night. One ear is almost always tilted toward the door or the driveway. A distant car door slamming will cause a whisker to twitch. They are resting, but they are not fully at peace. They are suspended in ready. They are dreaming of the moments you share, the walks, the scratches, the sound of your voice. Even in sleep, they prioritize the possibility of your return over their own rest. When shadows lengthen and the house grows colder, the waiting becomes more difficult. This is when pets seek true comfort. They seek a security blanket. We find our dogs have dragged an old shoe into their bed. Or our cats are tucked away inside a pile of recently folded laundry. We think they're naughty, but the motivation is deeply moving. Your bed is the most sacred place because it is the heart of your presence. When they lie in your unmade bed, they are seeking refuge from the loneliness. They are using the threads of your life to keep themselves warm. It's a silent conversation between your belongings and their soul. Of course, there are moments of curiosity. The window becomes their television. They watch the squirrels dancing or the neighbor's cat prowling. These distractions help the time pass. They watch the world. But even in play, the motivation is often protective. They are the guardians of the space you share, but they are always checking back at the door, wondering if the next sound is finally you. Understanding this moves us from being owners to being partners. We can help by leaving a radio on a soft station for a human-like hum, or leaving a sweater you've worn on the sofa where they like to sleep. By supporting their emotional needs, we honor the loyalty they show us. We create a sanctuary that feels safe even in our absence. Many fall into the trap of thinking pets are fine alone if the house isn't torn apart. But fine is a relative term. They can be safe while being emotionally taxed. To assume they don't mind is to underestimate their capacity for love. Time is our most precious gift. For our pets, their lives are measured in the time spent with us. When we recognize they are actively missing us, we stop taking their greetings for granted. Your pet may not follow you outside, but they stay with you in their own quiet way. They stay with you in the way they guard your scent and listen for your car. There is something sacred about a being whose entire day is defined by your existence. They don't need a career or a social life, they just need you while you are out living your life. They are home, holding the memory of you. Cherish that weight. Cherish that loyalty. You are the center of their universe. But there is one surprising thing that almost every pet does in the middle of the afternoon. It's a subtle shift that tells us more about their soul than anything else. We'll explore that hidden moment in our very next video. Have a tissue ready. I'll see you there.